I'll track the temperatures on Futurecast coming up.
We're here at the 98th annual Chincoteague Pony Swim. I'll tell you what's ahead coming up.
Hunter Biden legal controversy, accusations of lying to court officials as the president's son attempts to avoid jail time on tax evasion charges.
Koi fish abuser reward, the latest effort to find the group of men who abused these koi fish earlier this month in Ocean City.
More money from parking, the change in policy under review in Dewey Beach that could lead to an increase of cash flow to the town.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 26, 2023. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And Paige, last hour we were talking about it's going to be hot today.
Yes.
No avoiding it, and there's some hair concerns. We broke that down just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, do what you got to do, but I recommend just let it go today.
Let it go with the flow.
Let it go. Who says that? Oh, there's that song.
I'm
not going to sing
Let
it.
It go, let it go. Oh, Elsa.
There we go. I'm glad you knew that. I never get your references. All right, let's send it over to Bob Trahy. Bob, it's hot, but it's going to get hotter.
Yeah, it's about to get a lot hotter as we go through time, and it's a mild start to our day. We're looking at temperatures mid to upper 60s out the door, so not too bad. 65 in Redden, 66 in Milton, 69 in Bethany Beach, 69 in Rehoboth Beach. These morning lows are going to come up the next couple of mornings as our heat's going to be building in. Winds are light right now, and skies are clear, and we saw the clouds and storms from last night now moving well off to sea, but it's high pressure back to our west. Sinking air is compressed air and warming air, and here's Futurecast by 9 a.m. Lower 80s, Millsboro and Georgetown and Seaford, 70s and 80s along the beaches. By noon, around 90 in Millsboro, 70s and 80s along the coast, so that's where you'll find the relief today, but inland 90 to around 93 in Ellendale, maybe a couple of clouds, really not expecting anything in the way of showers. It's the warmth. Temperatures a little bit above average today. It has upper 80s here, but I think 90s, and we're well into the 90s beginning tomorrow. More on the heat and your weekend forecast coming up.
Thank you. Just hours from now, the 98th annual Pony Swim is kicking off at Chincoteague Island. It's a Delmarva tradition every year. It attracts visitors from far and wide, serves as a fundraiser for the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company.
Yeah, big fundraiser, and Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk is live in Chincoteague. Heidi, the event expected to bring in upwards of 40,000 people this year.
Matt and Paige, good morning. I hope you can feel my excitement through your screens because I cannot believe I am finally here after hearing about it for years, actually. And take a look behind me. I want you to check out the crowds that are already out here this early this morning. I've been talking to people who are all throughout the U.S. coming right here to Virginia to experience this. Now I want you to go ahead and take a look at some footage that we've shot here in years past. Now, believe it or not, the swim portion actually only takes place for about 3 to 5 minutes. So they say don't blink because you'll miss it. Now there are a few places where you can watch this happen. One of them is right where I'm standing here, what they call the marsh. You can also go over to Memorial Park, which is where we will be later in the morning. And if you're bold, get on your boots. You can wait out there. People say that is the best view if you're bold and don't mind getting a little bit muddy. But people say there's something here for everyone, and at the end of the day, all the proceeds are going to a good cause. Now, what time does this actually happen? That is the big question that everybody wants to know. In fact, I've been standing here, people are coming up and asking me. Well, unfortunately, there's no real answer. We have a time estimate. It's between 8:30 and 10:30 this morning, but it all depends on something called the slack tide, which is basically the time of day where there's no current out there. So we're all waiting for that. And of course, we're going to have live coverage right here on Coast TV News, so be sure to stick with us this morning. Matt Page.
Heidi, thank you so much. Looking forward to more coverage. In a new court filing Tuesday night, defense attorney for Hunter Biden trying to avoid being sanctioned in court. District Judge Mary Ellen Norica had threatened to take action based on accusations a member of Biden's team lied to a court official. Attorneys for the president's son say it was unintentional and there was no deliberate misrepresentation. All of this comes on the eve of Hunter Biden's plea hearing Wednesday, where he's expected to plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors. If the judge approves the deal, the president's son could also avoid prosecution on a felony gun charge if he follows court-imposed rules for a set period of time.
Later this morning, Delaware State Police will attempt to determine what happened to a car that ended up in a retention pond off of Long Neck Road. This happened yesterday. We have some pictures to show you of this. According to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, this happened around 5:45 a.m. on Bayshore Drive. The agency says responders found a car in stormwater management retention pond. At one point, there was a person standing on top of that car. No word yet on if anyone was hurt.
We have an update for you on a story we've been following. PETA has put up a $5,000 reward for any information on the men that abused a school of koi fish in Ocean City earlier this month. You're about to see some video of that, and just a heads up, it is troubling. According to police, on July 1st, the men climbed over a fence to reach a pond on 77th Street. As this video shows, the young men took the fish out of the pond, tossed them around, slammed at least one of them onto the ground. One fish ultimately died. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Ocean City Police Department.
We are checking out the scene this morning in Dewey Beach. It's right at the bend of Coastal Highway at the start of the downtown stretch of blocks. And in Dewey Beach, the town's commissioners there are discussing some changes about parking. One proposal is extending the paid parking season from May 1st to October 1st. Commissioners are also considering doing away with free parking on Mondays through Wednesday nights. The town says it is missing out on a lot of money with these rules, and it's money that could be spent on town infrastructure. The discussions have been tabled for now. They are expected to begin again in the off-season. Some help coming to a Georgetown project that deals with homeless situations. More than $2.5 million of federal taxpayer money is being given to the Springboard Collaborative, which runs pallet villages set up in the town. The Georgetown Pallet Village has helped 73 people get back on their feet, providing shelter and counseling. Executive Director of the Springboard Collaborative, Judson Malone, says the money will go towards an on-site community center, possibly building a new village location. Malone says he hopes for the community center to be built by November of this year.
Buying major items like a home, vehicles may soon be a little more expensive in the U.S. The Federal Reserve is expected to announce interest rate hikes Wednesday to 2 p.m. Even though inflation in the U.S. has cooled down significantly to about 3%, that's why many economic analysts say the central bank will announce interest rate increases, despite the potential threat it could pose to the U.S. economy. If the expected rate boost happens, it'll mark the 12th since last spring and the highest it's been in 22 years.
We're taking you live now, our nation's capital. There on your screen, the Capitol building. Plenty of strong opinions in that building and outside of Washington about the 2024 presidential race. This as a grand jury is weighing a third indictment against former President Donald Trump.
And Trump remains the GOP frontrunner, but other candidates are seeking to gain ground. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us the intensifying campaign for the GOP nominee as the first debate is not too far away.
Former President Trump's legal troubles looming over the 2024 presidential race. Twice indicted and a possible third indictment on the way.
I'm not concerned. We're legit. We have very corrupt people running our country.
A new Monmouth poll shows 69% of Republican voters say Trump is still the strongest candidate to beat President Biden. Rising 2024 contenders hope to convince voters otherwise.
It would be a lot easier for me if Donald Trump were not in this race. But I don't stand for politics or self-interest. I stand for principle.
Other candidates are taking aim at other political opponents.
I have never seen a president more weak on national security than Joe Biden.
Some are using the legal challenges of President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, against him.
The lack of interest on this from the FBI and the Department of Justice, it shows you weaponization. There's two sides to the coin.
Americans remain divided over Trump, the current GOP frontrunner.
He should not be running for president. They should indict him right now.
All I can say that I pray that this time
consider him that he was a good president.
I'm a firmly independent voter, and Trump and Biden are pretty much on the same page as far as I'm concerned.
7 Republican candidates have already qualified for the August 23rd debate, including former President Trump, who says he may skip it. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel says she thinks it would be a mistake for Trump to skip the first Republican debate in Milwaukee.
We still have plenty more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Paige, the U.S. Mint to release about 600 million quarters with the faces of historic women. Who will grace the backs of the coins in the coming months?
Also, ChatGPT creator OpenAI gets rid of its AI detection tool. Why the move sparks some criticism of AI regulation.
And there's a new police chief in Fenwick Island that changed the town's law enforcement after months of controversy. Coast TV News Today is back after this.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, step into nature's lens with Prime Hook's photography contest. Sip on healthy, locally sourced beverages packed with nutrition, plus we'll share a dose of laughter from our joke jar. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Fill your week with real.
Everyone is invited.
It's Sweethearts Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
The Buying Center. We're here to buy your car or truck. Get an offer in minutes and get paid the same day. It's fast, it's easy, and you can get paid the same day. Call the Buying Center now at 302-381-2674.
We never know what we're stepping into.
We have multiple victims.
He's not breathing.
Ready for water.
We have minutes to save his life.
Can they be the first father-son duo in Vegas? You see this? He's got that fountain of youth. What? Could be ninja history in the making. Wow!
American Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Do you have one of these? Let us turn it into this. It's not magic. It's the Car Store's Buying Center. We make it easy and it's hassle-free. Call today or visit yourbuyingcenter.com.
6:12 on this beautiful start to our Wednesday. Tidal Health Cam from Seaford, 65. Looking at mostly clear skies. Georgetown waking up to 66. Milton and Lewis, 66. Bethany Beach at 69. And the winds are light right now, and the skies are pretty much clear. Not worried about storms today like we were yesterday, as high pressure is building in. That's hot, high pressure. If you're headed to the fair today, try to beat the heat. Find shady spots, stay hydrated. Mostly sunny, 91, hot and humid. Gets even hotter with time. I'll have more on the heat wave coming up.
After months of controversy, we now know that there will be a new police chief in Fenwick Island. His name is Michael Morrissey, and he will begin September 1st. Morrissey previously served with the Wilmington Police Department and Amtrak Police. His appointment comes after the contract of the past chief, John Devlin, when that was not renewed. Devlin had threatened to sue the town if he was not reinstated. UPS and the Teamsters Union have reached a tentative deal on a new contract. It could prevent a strike, which was set to begin as soon as next week, likely crippling U.S. supply chains. To end the threat of a strike altogether, the tentative agreement still needs to be ratified by about 340,000 Teamsters at UPS. That will take just over 3 weeks. However, at Nova, this still could trigger a strike. It would now take place in late August.
Is bringing one of its electric vehicles back to the market. Tuesday, the automaker announced it plans to introduce a new model of the Chevrolet Bolt EV. GM did not share a timeline for the new release and left out some specific details about the next generation Bolt. The company did say the new electric vehicle model will feature the latest in GM's flexible electric vehicle architecture called Ultium. General Motors has said that the Ultium battery tech will be the basis of its future vehicles. Well, if you don't have an electric vehicle, you probably saw this. Gas prices just saw a big one-day jump, bringing the end to the month-long calm in prices at the pump. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of regular gasoline increased 4 cents on Tuesday to $3.64. It's the biggest increase in a single day since June 7th of 2022. It marks an increase of 8 cents over the past week. Even so, prices are down about 72 cents a gallon from a year ago. Last summer, they spiked to more than $5 a gallon. I don't miss that. Tuesday's jump comes after an increase in oil prices, which have climbed to 3-month highs.
This morning, OpenAI gets rid of its AI detection tool. How this could be a hindrance to teachers as the school year approaches.
And it's a beautiful start to the day on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Maybe a little hazy, lots of sunshine. It's going to be a hot one with the hottest weather of the season on the way. I'll have the details on the scorching heat after the break as Coast TV News Today continues.
Since 1916, Gravely has been designed, engineered, and made right here in the USA. Whether you prefer gas or electric, every Gravely has been forged with the commercial landscaper in mind. So they're not only built to last, but to also keep you riding comfortably from dawn to dusk. So ask yourself, are you ready to graduate to a Gravely? Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
Stop into Armigers and take a look at the full lineup of zero-turn mowers in Laurel and Dover.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, WRDE, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years. 93.5 The Beach.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
It is 6:17 on this Wednesday morning. That's a live look at Ocean City on our DryTech camera. Beautiful looking skies there. Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah,
it looks.
clear blue, looks nice. Paige and Bob, I got to give a shout out to my home. I got props on my phone from a text message about that Frozen reference.
Yes, you understood the Let It Go reference. That was cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
I get things.
I need to work on understanding y'all's references, but you got ours, and that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Everybody's in the loop. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's going to be hot, as you've heard, the next several days. Make sure you scan the QR code right there, that funny shape-looking thing, and put your phone up to the TV in the camera mode. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you can get the app, and you can track these very hot temperatures. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. The average high is 88. We're going to be above that today at 91. Then we really jump on Thursday to 95, 97 on Friday, 96 Saturday, and then Sunday there is some relief. We drop it back 10 degrees to 86. Temperature-wise right now, it's a cooler start, so enjoy this now because even the morning lows will start to warm up big time. Georgetown 66, Delmar 66. We're hoping the Beach 68, Milton at 66 as we have mostly clear skies right now. It is a little hazy, and the clouds and showers and storms from yesterday are now long gone. We've got high pressure building into the west, and this is warm high pressure. This isn't originating from Canada. Camera. I still have the QR code in my mind. It's the high pressure across the Central Plains. All that hot air is beginning to move to the east, and it's going to be impacting us big time. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're warming through the 70s and 80s, close to 90 by noon in Millsboro, 89, 88 Georgetown, 70s and 80s along the coast. That's where the relief is, and that'll be the place to be this evening. And look at these lows as we go into Thursday morning, 70s to around 80 degrees, very uncomfortable, and that will set us up for the very hot day on the way Thursday with mid to maybe upper 90s by the afternoon. The winds start to kick in out of the south, even hot along the beaches as well. And by Thursday evening, maybe a spotty shower or thunderstorm, but we're watching these winds getting very strong as we go into Thursday. It's going to feel like a blowtorch. It's not going to be a cool wind by any means, gusting over 30 miles per hour, bringing in that heat and humidity, and that continues right into the weekend. We are humid to very humid the next few days, maybe a little break as we go into Monday. But look at these feels like temperatures. Today is going to feel like a picnic compared to the next two. Mid-90s, this feels like temperatures. But look at this, 100 to 103 inland areas Thursday. And it gets worse by Friday, feeling like 106 in Georgetown, 105 in Millsboro, 104 in Selbyville. Dangerous heat as we head towards the end of the week. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 91 today, and then 95 Thursday with a stray shower storm into the evening. Friday's the hottest day of the summer, 97, 96 on Saturday with a few storms, and then we cool to 86 on Sunday with a few storms, and then we keep it in the middle 80s, actually a little bit below average Monday into Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Bob. And a reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations are right there on your screen for you to check out. We're talking Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM, 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
DelDOT is warning drivers of an emergency closure of Blanchard Road in Bridgeville due to a failed crossroad pipe. DelDOT says the affected area is between Adams Road and Route 36. They expect the road to stay closed through mid-September as crews replace that pipe. Detours have been put in place.
Some work is about to take place on US 50 in Dorchester County. According to MDOT, resurfacing is set to begin on over 2-mile stretch. And this stretch is located between Mill Road and Linkwood Road. This is on the side of the road heading west. Work will begin next Monday, July 31st. This is expected to continue through the end of August. And during that time, MDOT asked drivers to look for reduced speeds and driving pattern changes.
ChatGPT creator OpenAI has pulled its artificial intelligence detection tool just less than 6 months after unveiling it. The tool had the potential to help teachers and other professionals detect AI-generated work. OpenAI quietly shut down the tool last week, citing a low rate of accuracy. That's according to an update to the original company blog post announcing the feature. The news may renew concerns of whether the company behind a new crop of generative AI tools are equipped to build safeguards. It also comes as educators prepare for the first full school year with tools like ChatGPT publicly available.
Coming up, the U.S. Mint will release new quarters featuring women in history, the diverse group that will make up about 600 million quarters. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Window World, the #1 replacement window company, specializes in roofing too. Save $500 off a new CertainTeed roofing system, which offers heavier shingles for better protection and durability. Many colors to choose from. 0% financing available for 18 months. Superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva. Simply the best for less.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
The countdown is on at Boenka Kia of Salisbury during our 4-day flash sale. For 4 days only, get low flash sale payments on every Sorrento, Seltos, and Sportage. For 4 days only, get 2.9% financing on every Soul and Forte in stock. For 4 days only, buy any new Kia and make no payments till September. And Boenka Kia pays more for your trade than anywhere else on Delmarva. Get a deal and a flash today through Monday at Boenka Kia on North Salisbury Boulevard.
My baby drives a pro handcuff. Stop the things you say and take a look who's playing. Stop and get the crew. Come on, you ready to? The job is on my mind and everything's alright. Jam on and dance all day. Kick off is all
outer space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime.
Except next July.
Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist to a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life.
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
This morning, a 19-year-old Milford man facing murder charges. This is in connection to a shooting that happened in Dover in 2021. Yesterday, Delaware State Police arrested Jayshawn Coverdale after a traffic stop revealed a warrant for his arrest. And police say that in 2021, a 23-year-old man was shot inside a barbershop and later died. Police identified Coverdale and another man who was arrested in 2022 as suspects. According to police, Coverdale has been charged with first-degree murder and first-degree conspiracy.
The U.S. Mint announced the next series of women to be featured on the back of quarters. The women and some of their distinctions include Polly Murray, who was the first African-American woman to become an Episcopal priest in the U.S., Patsy Takemoto Mink, the first woman of color elected to the U.S. House and the first Asian-American woman in Congress, and Dr. Mary Edwards Walker, the only woman with a Medal of Honor, and Celia Cruz. This one looks like a lot of fun, known as the Queen of Salsa. The U.S. Mint will produce about 600 million quarters for each of the honorees for 10 weeks each.
Okay, Paige, you may have noticed I wasn't here the last couple of days.
Yes, I did.
So I was at the Pocono for the NASCAR race. I was paying attention to the UV index. I had to bust out that 30 SPF for the race that day.
I've never been more proud of you.
Really?
Yep.
That.
That beat you understanding my Elsa reference. Yes, proud. 'Cause it's so important. Sunscreen, and Bob and I always agree on this.
Yeah, the sunscreen police, you two.
That's us, right, Bob?
True. And Matt, I'm very proud of you that you're applying the higher SPF sunscreen, and you will need it the next several days. Here's our UV index brought to us by Face of Grace. They practice in sun safety, and that UV index very high the next few days. It's 9 today, 10 tomorrow, 9's Friday and Saturday, a little lower on Sunday, but still in that very high range. And when we get in this very high range, you want that higher SPF. Find the midday shade, limit your time outdoors, and avoid the sun from late morning into the afternoon. Make sure you wear some loose-fitted clothing as well. Very important. And along with that strong sun comes a lot of heat, the hottest weather of the season. I'll talk about it and have more coming up.
After the break, some new accusations against Hunter Biden in the case of the tax misdemeanors he pled guilty to. This coming as the plea hearing is set to take later today.
Also, Dewey Beach discussing changes to its parking season and how this could impact you.
And today is the day. The Chincoteague Pony Swim is finally here. How they are preparing for the big event. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Attention all beachgoers, Gateway Subaru is here to help you get the most out of your summer. With Gateway's large selection of reliable and adventurous vehicles, you'll be able to take on any terrain, even the sand. Leave ordinary behind and embrace adventure as you explore sandy beaches in style and comfort. Visit Gateway Subaru today and start creating unforgettable memories with your loved ones. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Get in gear with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
It's Free Truck Fridays, your ticket to a new 2023 Ford Ranger thanks to Pohanka Ford of Salisbury. Stay tuned to Big D and Bubba all week as they reveal the Free Truck Friday song.
Then listen to April and me to play the song. Be caller 10 and you might be parking a new 2023 Ford Ranger in your driveway.
Drive over to coastcountry.com for all the details.
Coast Country's Free Truck Fridays with Pohanka Ford of Salisbury,
where your drive to work
could upgrade your ride home.
This show is here. Everybody put your hands together. I gotta talk to you now.
I left work to come.
You left work? They gonna see you. He's with me today. We're lighting up daytime, baby.
And you gonna bless people every single day.
We're giving back. lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all. Mama Hood, coming to the rescue.
Weekdays at 2 on WRDE.
Fill your week with Wheel.
Everyone is invited.
It's Sweethearts Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Fabulous Food Week. Hawaii Week. Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar. It's going to be a big week for everybody.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
It's July 26, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
And it is 6:30 a.m. on this Wednesday morning on some big outdoor events taking place today, Paige. You have the Pony Swim, which we'll hear about in just a few minutes there. Also, the State Fair continues, but it's going to be hot if you go to those events.
Yes, it is. It's a really fun, exciting day,
Yes.
or week really, for
Right.
Delmarva. But yeah, that heat, you just got to be careful if you're going outside. So we'll bring in First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trihey. He joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Bob.
Hey there, good morning. And the weather will cooperate for the Pony Swim and the fair, but once again, you want to exercise caution in that heat today. It's a decent start to the day, temperature-wise, mid-60s, 65 in Redden, Milton 66, Selbyville 66, Bethany Beach at 70. The winds are light, so you're really not going to get much relief from the heat today because the winds will be light. As we're looking at clear skies, the clouds and storms are now gone. We've got high pressure building in from the west, and this is high pressure originating from the Central Plains. So it's warm. It's hot air that's heading our way, the hottest air of the season. 83 in Millsboro by late morning, by noon. We're into the upper 80s, 70s to close to 80 along the beaches. And then by mid-afternoon, lower 90s or some upper 80s inland and lower 80s along the beaches. I think we will be staying dry as we see a bit of a sea breeze kicking in. Today's checklist, don't need the rain gear, but you need the water. Stay hydrated, wear the light colored clothing, make sure you have your shades and that higher SPF sunscreen as well.
All right, Bob, thank you. We've been talking about it all morning. Just a couple of hours. The 98th annual Pony Swim is kicking off on Chincoteague Island, a big Delmarva tradition. It attracts visitors from far and wide and is a fundraiser for the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company.
Big fundraiser there, and Coast TV news reporter Heidi Kirk is live in Chincoteague. Heidi, the event is expected to bring in upwards of 40,000 people this year.
Matt and Paige and Bob, I cannot believe the crowds this morning. Everyone warned me. They said it's going to get hot, it's going to be buggy, and there's going to be a lot of people out here. And goodness gracious, Delmarva and beyond has turned out for the Pony Swim. In fact, I'm standing here with my friend Jackie. She came from Virginia, so not too far, but she's still, coming out, getting up early this morning. Okay, Jackie, tell me what brought you out today?
I thought I'd just do the whole Pony Swim thing. I enjoy it here. I love the people here. I've made a lot of friends. I've been coming here since my child was in the car seat, and he's 32 now. So I just love the whole atmosphere and the friendly people here.
I believe it, and gosh, I've got to say, we're up early this morning, but so far I'm having so much fun, even though it's getting a little bit hot and buggy. Jackie, can you tell me, what is your favorite part?
Probably when Riptide, he's like everybody's favorite stallion. I love him.
Wow.
And, my favorite part is when they all come around into the corral and you can take pictures of them and just have a good time. And, everybody, the children, when they see the ponies, and it's just so exciting.
So what she's saying is, take a look out for Riptide. I hadn't heard that name.
He's in the corral because he was a bad boy, so he's already at the carnival grounds.
Okay, well, keep an eye out. Now, I've got some reminders for you, but thank you so much, Jackie, for giving us a little bit of an insight. So remember, this morning from 8:30 to 10:30, that's our window. The swim could happen anytime in there. It all depends on what the current is doing at that time. That's called the slack tide. So we'll have updates throughout the morning, and of course, we have live coverage on Coast TV News, so be sure to stick with us. Matt, Paige.
All right, Heidi Kirk live in Chincoteague. Thanks for that report. Moving on, the paid parking season in Dewey Beach, it runs from May 15th to September 15th, and now commissioners there are looking into getting rid of the free parking window that's Monday through Wednesday nights. Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us while the town says it is missing out on money that's necessary for infrastructure, eliminating this window of free parking could receive pushback.
April Wells walks through Dewey Beach with her dog, Cody. She says she doesn't understand why the town would want to extend paid parking season.
I really don't see a lot of benefit to that. Really, by the end of May and the end of August, middle of September, it's pretty quieted down here. And maybe on the weekends during those times, but I don't really see a lot of benefit to increasing the time.
Town commissioners are discussing extending the dates you pay to park from May 1st to October 1st. That's an extra 30 days compared to the current time of May 15th to September 15th.
We reached out to Town Manager Bill Zolper today for an interview, and he declined to comment right now. But he did say in a recent commissioners meeting that the town is missing out on a lot of money and that a change like this would greatly benefit Dewey Beach.
According to Zolper, extending the paid parking dates would bring an extra $90,000 in parking, which the town would use to pay for expenses like lifeguards and trash collection. The town is also exploring putting an end to free parking on Monday through Wednesday evenings. Carol Everhart at the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce relies on that free parking for events like bonfires.
The movies and bonfires for the Chamber, they're run by sponsorship. It touches sponsorship, it touches sponsorship packages, it touches our budget and our employees. So we would like to retain all of that.
If either of these proposals are passed, they would not go into effect until next summer.
And these ideas have been tabled for now. They are expected to continue when summertime ends.
Buying major items like a home and vehicles, it may soon be a little more expensive in the U.S. The Federal Reserve is expected to announce interest rate hikes today at 2 p.m. Even though inflation in the U.S. has cooled down significantly to about 3%, that's why many economic analysts say the central bank will announce interest rate increases despite the potential threat it could pose to our economy. If the expected rate boost happens, it'll mark the 12th since last spring and the highest it's been in 22 years.
Well, later this morning, Delaware State Police will attempt to determine what happened to a car that ended up in a retention pond off Long Neck Road yesterday. According to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, it happened around 5:45 a.m. on Bayshore Drive. The agency says the accident was reported to be a car in a storm water management retention pond. When they arrived, they saw a person standing on top of the car. No word yet on if anyone was hurt.
In a new court filing Tuesday night, defense attorneys for Hunter Biden are trying to avoid being sanctioned in court. District Judge Mary Ellen Norica had threatened to take action based on accusations a member of Biden's team lied to a court official. Attorneys for the president's son say it was unintentional and there was no deliberate misrepresentation. All of this comes on the eve of Hunter Biden's plea hearing Wednesday, where he is expected to plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors. If the judge approves that deal, the president's son can also avoid prosecution on a felony gun charge if he follows court-imposed rules for a set period of time.
There's still more to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Congress announcing it will begin contempt hearings against Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. What Congress says Zuckerberg failed to do regarding the social media platform. Also, backs against the wall at the Little League World Series regionals for Del Mar and a wild one in the city of brotherly love late last night.
And a new addition could be coming to Memorial Park in Milton. How it could give locals there a chance to honor loved ones they've lost. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Fleischer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva.
We salute Kyle Cox of the Milton Police Department, a March 2023 graduate of the Dover Municipal Police Academy. With unwavering dedication, Kyle exemplifies integrity, professionalism, and a commitment to serving the community. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and we wish you continued success in your law enforcement career.
If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, step into nature's lens with Prime Hook's photography contest. Sip on healthy, locally sourced beverages packed with nutrition, plus we'll share a dose of laughter from our joke jar. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. Why you gotta be so
Kiss Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Party decor and more. The store that has all your party supply needs. Festive holiday decor. Game day team supplies. Balloons that are safe for the sky. Announcing a special surprise. And of course, something for every birthday year that flies by. Party decor and more. The only party store at the beach. Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
The countdown is on at Pohanka of Salisbury during our 4-day flash sale. For 4 days only, get low flash sale payments at every Pohanka dealership in Salisbury. For 4 days only, get more for your trade than anywhere else on Delmarva. For 4 days only, buy any new or pre-owned vehicle and make no payments till September. You'll get great deals, more for your trade, and Pohanka's famous guaranteed financing. The flash sale is happening now through Monday at all Pohanka dealerships on North Salisbury Boulevard.
Prepare for a seismic showdown as the East's most formidable travel softball teams storm the Eastern Shore, each battling to seize the esteemed title, the best of the best. Delmarva Sports Network puts you right in the heart of the action, delivering every electrifying swing, slide, and steal. Download the DSN app, stream USSSA games live, plus delve into our extensive archive of past and current games. Delmarva Sports Network, local teams, big dreams.
Just about 6:41 on this nice start to our Wednesday. Our Dry Tech Camp from Ocean City, 73, hazy blue skies, and we've got 60s, even 70 in Bethany Beach right now, so not a bad start to the morning. The morning lows will start to warm considerably with time as we're looking at, well, the hazy sunshine clear over the top of us and clear to our west as well. No storms, just high pressure and warming temperatures as we go through time. It's our Face of Grace UV index. They practice in safe sun, and that UV index is very high the next few days, so you need the higher SPF, find the midday shade, limit the time outdoors, and also avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon. I'll have more on this very hot forecast, the hottest weather of the summer, coming up in just a few minutes.
People who live in Milton could soon be able to honor a loved one at Memorial Park. The town is possibly looking to update the walkway with engraved pavers. Those pavers could be purchased and placed along the walkway with loved ones' names. This addition could be a way for the memory of loved ones to live on.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Day 3 of the Little League Softball Regionals up in Bristol, Connecticut. But unlike last year, only one squad from the Eastern Shore is still in the fight. Del Mar fell 3-0 to North Pocono, Pennsylvania in an elimination game late last night. Last year's World Series runners-up head back to Delmarva scoreless in the Mid-Atlantic Regionals. Still, hats off to another tremendous season for the girls from the border town, winning the state of Maryland back-to-back years with just 4 players remaining from the 2022 squad. Now it's Pennsylvania against Georgetown, Delaware for a spot in the semis. The Sussex County squad is coming off quite the offensive show against DC yesterday, mercying the DMV girls 18-0 to prolong their stay one more day. Georgetown fell in the championship last year to Del Mar, but now can set up a return to the semis on Thursday with a win over PA at 1 o'clock. We'll have updates live from Bristol at Delmarva Sports on Twitter. And up with the pros, the Phillies, what a come-from-behind win over the white-hot Orioles. Bryson stopped the tying RBI double with Philadelphia down to its final out. Bryce Harper, all kinds of jacked up crossing home plate. He had a timing homer earlier. And then after JT Realmuto got aboard, Alec Bohm. The walk-off single into left. Rubber game of that series is set for 6:05 tonight. That'll do it for sports. Have a good one, everybody.
Still ahead, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and Congress face off. The hearing in Congress announced for later this week that suggests Zuckerberg failed to turn over important documents.
It's a beautiful start to the day along the coast and inland as well, but the heat is on. The hottest weather of the summer so far is headed our way with some storms possible and a bit of a cool down. It's going to be a few days, though. It'll cool down into next week. I'll have the forecast after the break.
Broken down AC system? Horizon has you covered with same-day repairs and next-day installs guaranteed. Don't wait. Schedule your next service online in seconds. Call, scan, or visit us at horizonservices.com.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Attention water and wastewater employers. The need for clean water is never going away, and neither is the need for trained employees. There are many career paths in the water and wastewater industries, and DRWA's apprenticeship program is a great way to get started, combining classroom instruction with on-the-job learning to increase skill level, confidence, wages, and long-term career satisfaction. Get started down a great career path today by phone or online at drwa.org and click on our apprenticeship program.
Never miss a game for your favorite local team. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go. Whether you're out to eat, camping with friends, or at home relaxing with your family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Join Clothing Our Kids and TCC Millsboro for the 12th annual Back to School Bash on July 30th at 1 p.m. Free backpacks, school supplies, snacks for K through 12 students. Visit tccrocks.com for more info.
No hot water? No problem. Just call Horizon Services. We're there same day with a brand new water heater and a professional fix for any other plumbing emergency. For all of your plumbing needs, call today or visit us at horizonservices.com.
It is 6:45 on this beautiful Wednesday morning. A live look there on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera of the sun making its way up. Clear skies there. I love when that's a little cloudy there, but it does look nice when it's clear and you can see all of that. I believe that's Laurel right there.
Yeah, and a state fair in Harrington later today, and Paige
Yes.
may run on dreams and gasoline tonight.
I love that reference because Lainey Wilson's playing at the state fair.
Favorite of the newsroom.
Yes, definitely. Bob loves Lainey Wilson. Just kidding. He asked who she was like a minute ago.
Sorry.
It's okay.
True confessions. Yeah,
Us country fans are excited.
Now I know. I like some country music, but of course, a lot of us like the fair and all the fair games, and you just want to be careful out there because it will be very, very hot as we go through time. And make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. You pop all the balloons. This is one of those fun games at the fair. 83 at 10 o'clock, 91 at 3, and then 87 at 7. And we're going to have humidity as well. So those temperatures actually feeling a few degrees warmer than the actual temperature. The actual temperature right now, mid to upper 60s. Waking up this morning, 65 in Del Mar, Lewis 67, Rehoboth Beach 69, and Bethany Beach right now, you're at 70 degrees. No clouds right now. All the clouds and storminess is offshore. Of course, we had a stormy afternoon and evening yesterday, but now it's high pressure replacing the storms, and that is sinking air, and that is hot air. This high is not originating from Canada. It's coming from the Central Plains where we have a big heat dome, and that heat dome is moving towards us. Here's Futurecast. Look how quickly we warm up by noon. 89 Millsboro, but 79 Bethany Beach. So that is where it's going to be a little cooler today along the coast. And then as we go into the afternoon and evening, we'll cool from the 90s into the 80s, but a very warm evening. And look how warm it is to start on Thursday, 79 to 80 degrees. That is almost hot. And then, of course, the big warm up into Thursday, mid 90s as we go into the noon hour, maybe upper 90s. Flirting with 100 in some places. Don't know about that, but it is going to be very hot. At least there will be a little bit of a breeze, but even 80s along the beaches. And we could be looking at a few storms later in the day on Thursday. The winds start to really pick up as we go into Thursday afternoon, over 30 miles per hour, bringing in all that heat and humidity, and really no relief on the way until we get into the weekend as the winds stay out of the south-southwest into Saturday. Our muggy meter, we're humid to very humid as we go through the next few days. I guess the silver lining is it's not miserable, but that said, still feeling very, very hot. And I think we do start to dry things out a little bit by early next week, but we have a lot of heat to go before then. Feeling like mid-90s today. Look at these heat indices Thursday at 3:30. 103 in Millsboro, 103 in Georgetown and Allendale, and maybe even worse on Friday. Feeling like 106 in Georgetown. Probably have a heat advisory at that time. Feeling like 105 in Millsboro, so just plain hot. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. forecast, 91 today with the sunshine, 95 on Thursday. Maybe a late day storm is possible into the evening hours. But then Friday is the hottest day of the summer, I think, 97. We'll have to see if we break any records. 96 Saturday with a few storms. Then it cools off on Sunday. A slight chance of storms, 86, and then still in the mid-80s, actually a little bit below average early part of next week with mostly sunny skies.
All right, thanks, Bob. The House Judiciary Committee announced it will hold a hearing on Thursday to begin contempt proceedings against Mark Zuckerberg. Members there say the Facebook founder has failed to turn over documents related to the panel's investigation on whether the company censored free speech on its platform. If the committee votes to hold Zuckerberg in contempt, the full House would still have to vote on the issue. A spokesperson from Meta says the company has delivered more than 53,000 pages of documents and have made nearly a dozen current and former employees available to the committee.
It's 6:50 this morning. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
This has been the theme of the week. We are featuring pets who need foster families from Grassroots Rescue in Milton. And today's dogs are Hugs, S'mores, and Jelly Bean. I think that's your favorite, Paige,
I think my favorite name, yeah.
These fluffy friends are about a year and a half old. They're all negative for heartworm, and they're great with other animals. So you can check out our website for more information on fostering.
Oh, please foster Hugs and Jelly Bean, and what's the other one? S'mores.
S'mores.
Those are cool
Those are some
names.
great names there.
That's awesome. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special. Take a look at your screen.
Email us at content@WRDE.com. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. Also, don't forget, mark it, check Facebook on Sundays, and that way you can see the pets we will feature for the upcoming week.
We are looking at the hottest weather of the summer the next few days, but then a cool down second half of the weekend into next week and some storm chances. I'll have the 10-day forecast after the break on Coast TV News.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Now get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
Coast Country Cares and Spicer Brothers are proud to partner with the Benedictine School for the Chrome City fundraiser to benefit individuals with disabilities. Fire up your street rod, custom car, or motorcycle and take a ride to Benedictine's campus in Ridgely on Sunday, July 30th. Tickets are just $35 and include lunch and an official ride shirt. Entertainment provided and trophies awarded. For registration and rally locations, go to benschool.org. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
The countdown is on at Pohanka of Salisbury during our 4-day flash sale. For 4 days only, get low flash sale payments at every Pohanka dealership in Salisbury. For 4 days only, get more for your trade than anywhere else on Delmarva. For 4 days only, buy any new or pre-owned vehicle and make no payments till September. You'll get great deals, more for your trade, and Pohanka's famous guaranteed financing. The flash sale is happening now through Monday at all Pohanka dealerships on North Salisbury Boulevard.
Experience the thrill of the race with Post Time with Heather Vitale, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. From the energetic sprints at Ocean Downs to the hard racing action at Bally's Dover, all the way to the vibrant atmosphere of Harrington Raceway, we bring you the true pulse of harness racing. Sunday mornings at 8 and 11:30 on DSN, DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com, or on the DSN app. Post Time on Delmarva Sports Network.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Now get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
It is 6:53 a.m. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Later this morning, Delaware State will attempt to determine what happened to a car that ended up in a retention pond off Long Neck Road yesterday. According to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, this happened around 5:45 a.m. on Bayshore Drive. Delaware State Police saying responders found a car in a stormwater management retention pond with a person standing on top of that car. No word yet on if anyone was hurt.
Well, PETA has put up a $5,000 reward for the information on the men that abused a school of koi fish in Ocean City earlier this month. Got some video of that here. The young men took the fish out of the pond, tossed them around, slammed at least one of them on the ground. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Ocean City Police Department.
After months of controversy, we now know there will be a new police chief in Fenwick Island. His name is Michael Morrissey, and he will begin September 1st. His appointment comes after the contract of the past chief, John Devlin, was not renewed. Devlin has said in the past that he would sue the town if he was not reinstated.
In Dewey Beach, the town's commissioners are discussing some changes with parking. One proposal is extending the paid parking season from May 1st to October 1st. Commissioners are also considering doing away with free parking on Monday through Wednesday nights. The town says it is missing out on a lot of money with the rules in place. It's money that could be spent on town expenses.
Today is the day of the 98th annual pony swim. Those ponies will swim sometime between 8:30 and 10:30. That all depends on the slack tide when there is no current. That swim just the beginning. On Thursday, those ponies will be auctioned off. All proceeds going to the fire company there in Chincoteague. All right, well, here's a way to make you hump day a bit more festive. Celebrate Bagel Fest.
Oh, love bagels, Paige.
Love bagels. Yeah, today is National Bagel Fest Day.
Yeah, it's really up to you if you want to go with an old standby, perhaps try a new bagel flavor. Bagels are pretty easy to find from bakeries to your local grocer.
That's right. You probably already know they were associated with Jewish cuisine. But did you know they were brought to the U.S. by Polish immigrants?
Did not know that, but they first arrived in America in the state of New York.
That makes sense. New York loves their bagels.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of bagel?
Hey, Paige, I'll give this one to
Okay.
you. There's the Old Bay bagel.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I figured would be a good one for you with your being the Marylander that you are.
You know me so well.
I know.
Maryland, the Old Bay one is...
It is good.
You can't miss.
Little cream cheese.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we could talk about bagels all day, but let's talk about weather really quick. We'll send it over to First Alert meteorologist Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure Bob, being from New York, you got a bagel flavor.
Oh, yeah, we loved our Kaiser rolls, our bagels. I like blueberry bagels and cinnamon raisin. Some cream cheese on there, nice cup of coffee, a little bit of half and half. Looking good. Hey, be careful out there today. Lots of sunshine. It will be warm. Looking great for the pony swim and the state fair. Sunny to partly sunny. Temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. I'm forecasting around 91 later today with mostly sunny skies. Stay hydrated. Find the air conditioning if you can. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 95 on Thursday. Here's where the heat really kicks in. A slight chance of afternoon storms. And then on Friday, I think is the hottest day of the summer with a high of 97 with the humidity feeling like 104 to 107. That's going to be the case as well heading into Saturday. Maybe a stray storm with a high of 96, but much cooler heading into Sunday. 86, much cooler, but that will be the case with a few stray storms. And then next week, we're into the mid to upper 80s. Maybe a storm heading into Wednesday, but it looks like this is the hottest stretch of the year coming Thursday into the weekend. Take care out there.
You will, Bob. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show's coming up next at 7 a.m.
And we'll be back with Coast TV News midday. That's at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Wednesday morning, everybody.